happens when a surgeon is in the middle of operating and the insurance company decides to call with urgent questions? Sounds like a plot twist, right? Believe it or not, this is a real situation that just happened about 4 weeks ago of me recording this. And it raises even more questions about the intersection between healthcare and health insurance. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing wonderful today. I have been under the weather forever. No. Like over a week though, so I do sound a bit nasally still. It's driving me crazy. Hopefully it doesn't drive you crazy, but I just want to get that out there that yeah, it's going around, like literally millions and millions of people it's going around. But anyway, if you are new here, then hi, my name is Brittany. I am a nurse practitioner. I'm also the creator of the Brittany Holzbeck NP Review. It is the most comprehensive, affordable, and accredited nurse practitioner boards review on the market. My course is available at my website, thenewnp.com. I'll have it on the screen and I'll link it in the description box below. There on my website, I also have a couple of other courses for nurse practitioner students and licensed nurse practitioners. So definitely check it out if you are a nurse practitioner or even a nurse. I'm sure it's relevant for you as well. So for today's content, you guys might have seen this on social media. So Dr. Elizabeth Potter, she's a board certified plastic surgeon who specializes in reconstructive surgery for women who have had breast cancer. She recently shared a video on Instagram talking about her experience with UnitedHealthCare mid-surgery.
It's 2025 and insurance just keeps getting worse. I just did 2 bilateral deeps and 2 bilateral tissue expanders for patients, and I've never had this happen before, but during the second deep, I got a phone call into the operating room saying that UnitedHealthCare wanted me to call them about one of the patients who was having surgery today, who was actually asleep having surgery, and said I had to call right now. So I scrubbed out of my case and I called UnitedHealthCare, and the gentleman said he needed some information about her, wanted to know her diagnosis and whether her inpatient stay should be justified. And I was like, do you understand that she's asleep right now and she has breast cancer? And the gentleman said, actually, I don't. That's a different department that would know that information. And I was like, well, she does need to stay overnight tonight, and you have all the information with you because I got approval for this surgery, and I need to go back and be with my patient now. But yeah, it's out of control. Insurance is out of control. I have no other words.
So the story has been picked up since then from multiple different mainstream media outlets, and lots of details have come out since her releasing that video on Instagram. So during one of Dr. Potter's surgeries, while the patient was still under anesthesia and was still being operated on, Dr. Potter was interrupted by a nursing supervisor informing her that a call had come in from UnitedHealthCare, which was the patient's insurance company. The nurse who took the call told the representative that Dr. Potter was actually scrubbed in and actually literally performing surgery in that moment, so clearly not available to speak, right? However, the representative said that they needed to get a message to Dr. Potter and speak with Dr. Potter specifically about the patient that she was operating on. So the nurse that took the call was unsure of what to do, said she had never received a call like this before, and so she decided to take the note to the operating room. And even Dr. Potter said that she found the call kind of odd because the representative called the hospital that she was actually operating on. But Dr. Potter was not actually an employee of this hospital. She was just performing surgery there. She didn't call her office or personally try to contact Dr. Potter. The representative called the hospital that she was operating at that moment, told the nursing supervisor, no, I need to get her a message about the patient that she's operating on. And so Dr. Potter decided to actually scrub out, leave the patient with another surgeon because she was so concerned that, maybe the health insurance was going to deny the patient's services that she was actively receiving, and wanted to handle the situation immediately to basically protect her patient from possible financial devastation, right? We know how outlandishly crazy healthcare can cost. Dr. Potter was rightfully concerned and trying to protect her patient. And obviously, UnitedHealthCare must have needed some information that was so critical and pertinent, right? I mean, they were calling while she was during surgery at the hospital that she was at. It had to have been something huge and so critical. Wrong, obviously. Wrong. The representative wanted to know, 1, the patient's diagnosis, and 2, their reason for having an overnight stay. Not only had this information already been provided to UnitedHealthCare, but just the thought that this representative, so removed from the case, could question the doctor that's performing surgery on this patient and saying that this patient needs to stay for medical reasons. Like, isn't that enough? That just sounds wild to me. Call me crazy. I firmly believe that a patient's medical needs should be 100% dictated by their medical team and not health insurance. Regardless to say all of that, right? UnitedHealthCare then denied the patient her stay in the hospital. Unfreaking believable. I hear this again. A surgeon was operating on her patient for her breast cancer, received an urgent call from UnitedHealthCare representative while she was operating on that patient. Come to find out, it was only to answer questions that she had already provided answers to. The surgeon operating on the patient told the representative, based on her clinical experience, medical training, knowledge of the patient, that the patient would benefit from an overnight stay after her surgery for whatever medical reasons, and the health insurance denied the claim. UnitedHealthCare is really out here trying to self-destruct in 2025. I know they say that any press is good press, but sometimes no. Sometimes any press is bad press. And honestly, this is only the tip of the iceberg because, like I said, Dr. Potter, after this incident, went to Instagram and shared her story. Love social media for this stuff. And basically, she went viral. Her video that I'm talking about now, as we speak, has over 7 million views on it. And UnitedHealthCare is big mad.
Hey, so you guys know what's really funny? As a doctor, it's like next to impossible for me to actually reach out and talk to someone in an insurance company. I mean, I've been doing this for years. But after that video, United actually reached out to my office and left their number. So I guess this stuff works.
And so Thomas Claire Locke, a defamation counsel for UnitedHealthCare, sent a letter to Dr. Potter, which Potter referred to as gaslighting and harassment. The letter, titled "Your Defamatory TikTok and Instagram Videos About UnitedHealthCare," was marked confidential. And I love that. I love that. Right there at the top, you see the word confidential. But Dr. Potter did not give a damn, and she shared that. She shared the letter in its entirety on social media for everyone to read, everyone to dissect, and oh my gosh, we need to go over it. I'll post all of the pages on the screen, so if you want to pause and read through each part, because it's like a few pages long. It's a little bit long. Please read through all of it. I did. I'm only going to read parts of it with you guys now because I don't know that we need to read all of it together. But it will be there if you want to read it in its entirety. And I just love, though, that we all get to see this letter together. Claire Locke, LLP, is a defamation counsel for UnitedHealthCare. We are writing to demand you correct your knowingly false, misleading, and defamatory social media posts regarding UnitedHealthCare. In short, UnitedHealthCare never asked or expected you to step out of surgery to make a phone call, and any suggestion that we did so is false. On the morning of the surgery, your office incorrectly ordered an inpatient hospital stay when you meant to order an outpatient observation stay. Had you not made that error, UnitedHealthCare would not have reached out. You have taken actions on social media to defend your actions and remove comments that are critical to you, while failing to remove threatening, harassing, and intimidating comments directed at others. You must promptly correct the record by removing your videos, posting a public apology to UnitedHealthCare, and condemning the threats of violence aimed at our client resulting from your posts. We also expect you to contact Newsweek and any other media outlet who has reported on this issue and inform them that your claims were false, that you unequivocally retract your claims, and that you are requesting them to remove all stories about your claims. In addition to our client's overarching and strong concerns for the safety of the patient you left in the operating room, our client is concerned about the potential life and safety safety threat your willfully malicious post presents to our clients' employees. Your videos received significant engagement online across multiple platforms. On TikTok alone, the first video generated more than 4.8 million views. Numerous comments such as "In Luigi we trust" and "Need more Luigi" were posted in response to your false claims, attempting to justify the assassination of UnitedHealthCare's CEO, Brian Thompson. Although you have not condemned any of the violent comments left in response to your videos, we hope you would agree that threats and calls for violence are unacceptable and should not be tolerated. We also hope that in light of the violent rhetoric offered in response to your false claims and the Newsweek article republishing them, you can understand why this is so important and so urgent. Your claims are false. You clearly know they are false. You falsely laid the blame for your office's errors on UnitedHealthCare publicly, unleashing a firestorm of dangerous misinformation. We expect you to promptly correct this publicly by removing your videos and posting a public apology to UnitedHealthCare. We further expect you to promptly contact Newsweek and inform them that your claims were false, that you unequivocally retract your claims, and that you are requesting Newsweek remove their story about your claims. Very truly yours, Claire Locke, LLP. Oh, that's good. That's good. I love that she shared that for us. The audacity. He is not only demanding that she contacts Newsweek and removes all of her posts and tells them to remove their posts, but also to post a public apology. Like, okay.
Dr. Potter, United sent me a letter, which I'm going to share in its entirety here, and they denied my patient's overnight stay. I'm going to let their words speak for themselves. What I have to say is that my words were true, and I was honest in my statement in the video. And I'm sure you'll have questions after you read United's letter, and I'm happy to respond to those in some other forum. I'm not going to be silenced by threats when it comes to speaking out for my patients and for my ability to take care of them and for what's going on in the healthcare system. If I don't speak out, then I lose. I lose my integrity, and I lose my voice, and I lose the opportunity to make a difference. And although it is a bit intimidating to have a company like United send a letter like this to me, I know where I stand. I'm a woman taking care of women who are affected by breast cancer. And I know that I do that with all of my heart and in a way that I can be proud of. And I spoke up when I needed to, and I'll keep speaking up. So I would just ask you guys to follow along, share this story and this letter in your communities, because I think that I'm not the only one. And it is scary to stand up against the healthcare system when it's such a wealthy and powerful group of organizations. But it's going to take all of us telling our stories and being honest to make a change. And I am here for it. So yeah, here we go.
Not only did Dr. Potter advocate for her patient, she stood up for herself, and she maintained her integrity. Using her voice, her power, her platform for good, any patient under Dr. Potter's care has a good doctor on their side. UnitedHealthCare really thought that they were going to scare her into being quiet, and instead she got louder. My kind of woman. The intersection of healthcare and health insurance is very, very complicated. Not only does it complicate the healthcare system, but it can deeply impact the care that the patient receives. And each minute dealing with these health insurance agencies can mean ultimately a delay in healthcare for these patients and potentially delay in life-saving procedures and overall increasing the risk for complications for our patients. Imagine a fire department needing to get approval from the city before putting out a fire. In emergency situations, this type of hesitation is what can lead to very dire consequences. And this is the state of the American health system. But I think that's going to be all for today's video. Have you guys heard of this? Have you seen her on Instagram? I'll make sure to have her name on the screen here if you want to follow her on Instagram. It's been really interesting because she's keeping us updated on what's going on with UnitedHealthCare. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it. Don't forget to learn something new every day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.